Hey there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins with JD Cutlery, just doing a quick video of some of the knives that I've just finished up. Really starting to crank production up going into the holiday season. So you'll see a lot of ZT as well as other knives. I'm going to be doing some Lion Steel, little DPX, Action, and a number of other brands. So definitely keep an eye out. There'll be some new videos coming and lots of new pictures on the website, as well as our Instagram page. Again, our website is www.jdcutlery.com, and we're also on Instagram at jdcutlery. Here's a batch of zero tolerances. I've got two of the ZT0450CFs up on the top. I've got a ZT0095BW, a classic and one of my favorites, ZT0560BW, a couple of the new ZT0804CFs, and one of the other old classics, the ZT0303. So let's go ahead and pull these up one at a time. We'll take a quick look at them and kind of go with it from there. Okay, get these all moved around here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with this 0303. These come with the heavy blue coating on the titanium side. I have to remove that coating, and it is quite a bit of work to get that coating off. Once I get that coating off, it is definitely a special process still to anodize these, because it's really hard to get that black off. I did leave a little bit of a shade. You can kind of see it in some of the valleys, just a tiny bit. There is a ton of color in this though, going from gold to a copper to purple to blue, even hints of green at the edge up here. As always, unfortunately, the purples just do not show up on video and pictures anywhere near as nice as they are in person. This is a truly stunning knife. I really like that tiger stripe blade. These do tend to be a little to the side when it comes to centering, but action on them is perfect. Almost every one of these that I've worked on has that little bit off to the side centering. You've got your G10 handle on the other side. I do throw lanyards on most knives. Again, kind of pulling that purple in there. Really nice knives. Very happy with the way this one turned out. This is the only faded color ZT0303 that I have ever seen. I don't see too many people working on these just because it is so hard to get that black wash off. So very happy with this one again. These things are tanks and fill up the hand. Great looking knife. And since we're just about the same look, we've got a really nice ZT0560BW. This is one of my personal favorites of zero tolerance. I really wish they hadn't discontinued it. This is a brighter purple in person. Unfortunately, cameras just don't seem to pick up the purple anywhere near as nice as it is in reality. We do have some shades of black wash still in it. Really gives it a more textured feel. This one is bright. It is a stunner in person with a little bit of shading in there. Really gives it a nice effect. Centered up just about perfectly. Like I said, the 560 is one of my favorites. Definitely in the black wash. It hides any wear that you're going to have on this knife nicely. I carried one of these for years. This actually is one that I was going to hold on to for myself, but some things have come up and I need to get things paid for, so kind of got to do what I got to do. But definitely a stunner. Like I said, that purple is even more vibrant in person. Let's go ahead and jump into that newer model ZT0095BW. Start off with a nice blue and we're fading into purple. Again, that purple is a little bit more vibrant in person. Looks really nice. I've got my technique for doing both sides down, so it's nice and even. Matches up, same color from side to side. So technique is looking really good there. Really happy with the way this fade looks. You still got about 80% of your black wash on there with that nice purple and blue coming through. So really good looking knife. Very happy with the way this one turned out. Action on it is really nice. The first ones were a little rough. This one's centered really nicely, but action is really good on this. Very happy with that one. Then, talking about some crazy hard knives to work on. This is the ZT0804CF. These come black coated on the titanium lock bar side. Pocket clip is also black coated. This one, I've taken the black coating off of the pocket clip portion. Done a nice green anodizing, and it's a little hard to see, but the edges I sanded the edges just a little bit and hit it with some blue. So you got a little blue tint to it on the edges. Really sharp looking knife. Action on these knives is really nice. They fly open. Very big knife. Another Rexford design. Fits the hand nicely. I've got a large hand. Fills it up nice and comfortable. Very happy with the way this one turned out. Or centered up pretty good. A little bit to the carbon fiber side. That has something to do with the pivot, the way it's done in the carbon fiber. They're always just a slight bit on that side. But action on these things, really nice. Lockup is probably about 45–50%. This one I did also go ahead and buff the pivot side and the screw heads. Did not do the pivot on this side because you've got your nice made in the USA. So going from there, I'm going to run into nice purple, high voltage purple background. This has got a green-blue drizzle on it, and then it even jumps into actual green right in here. So something about the way the electricity went. Got some nice green hints on the edges, and then it goes into that nice blue teal green. Really sharp looking knife. Left the pocket clip and the hardware the way it was on this one. Did kind of the blue-green lanyard to match up with the drizzle and the black. Again, action on these is nice and smooth. They flip nicely. These are the ZT04P with the black coated blade. Fits in the hand really nice. Carbon fiber on these is all very nice. Haven't run into any carbon fiber issues with any of the zero tolerance knives that I've owned or sold. Again, that blade is just a slight bit off to the carbon fiber side, but every one of these 804s that I've seen has come in that way, and as you tweak it and get it back together, it's just the way this is. I think it has something to do with the way the carbon fiber is hooked into it, and this pivot is definitely a little different than a lot of pivots. It's pressed in there nicely. It does have a steel washer that goes between the carbon fiber and the blade with, of course, your bearing system. So, another nice one. And then we'll jump right into a seriously bright purple. Again, this is subduing the color on this. This is a really nice bright purple. It's been satin finished on the edge, or satin finished on the flats. Got a little bit of an orange peel on the edges. You do have a hint. I left a little shading of the black wash that comes through, mainly just on the edges. The flats don't have any of the shading on it. There is a little bit in the cutout there, but it's just on the edges that I left a little bit of that black. Kind of gives it a little more two-tone feel. Again, really snappy. The detint on the green one and the purple one is really good. As soon as that sucker lets go, boom, it's there. The detint on that drizzled one is a little bit lighter, but still no problem. Once you give it a flip, she opens right up. There's that centering again. Lockup is probably right about 50%. Just another really nice looking knife. And of course, as everybody knows, I love lanyards. They make it so much easier to get those knives in and out of your pocket. You just can't go wrong. So I tend to throw them on almost all of my knives. This is another little sweetie. Of course, the 450 in CF carbon fiber. This is a great little knife, man. This thing is so light and done so nicely. Got the black coating on the blade and hardware, carbon fiber handle. Jumping on this side, again, I had to strip all that black off, so a lot of work goes into these. So they are going to be a little bit more than your regular 450. Number one, it's a more expensive knife to start with, and there's more work that goes into doing these. So I don't believe I've seen very many of the 450 CFs that have been done. So right now I'm one of the few people that's putting the time in on it. Nice high voltage purple, again, brighter in reality, going into a nice blue. Do have a little bit of a green teal up on the edge here, with just a little hint again of that black wash still there. Really cool looking little knife. Actually, I guess it's not black wash. It looks like a black wash now because there's only a little shade of it left. These things are so snappy, so smooth. Get your fingers on that pocket clip and that sucker just flies. Really cool knife. Very, very good for EDC. Nice, small in your pocket. Feels good, easy to free. You've got it there. Nice and light. Really love the action on these. Really good knives. Okay, and one more. So again, we've got all kinds of oil on that blade. Didn't really clean that up, but carbon fiber, and boom. Now this one is super vibrant in person. You've got a blue base, and as you move this thing around, it has got purple hue just jumping out at you like crazy, and the video does no justice to this knife. This thing is just amazing in person. I'm really going to have to look into some high definition equipment to see if there is some way to really do these things justice. This one is just stunning in person. That blue with the purple hue, as you turn it, it's purple one way, blue another way. Fantastic looking knife. Really like this one. Again, action on these, super snappy, flips every time. Sinkovich design, really good stuff. perfectly centered. Green spacers on the carbon fiber version versus the red spacers on the standard version. Lockup is probably 45% on it. Well, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, I will be cranking out quite a few different knives over this holiday season. Last year I was playing catch up most of the way through past Thanksgiving, and I'm trying to get ahead of it, so looking at probably about 40 knives in stock. So you're going to see a lot of new videos, a lot of new pictures, and hope you guys enjoy. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.